Hello everyone. So here we have come on a poetic part of the book Flamingo. So let's see which is the first poem. So the name of the poem is My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das, a female Indian poet born in 1934 in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. Her work are known for their originality, versatility and indigenous flavor of the soil. Means her work you can find the original things, versatility is called the variety, and indigenous flavor is called the native thing, okay, related to that region, particular region for which the poem is written about. Kamla Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name of Madhavi Kutti. Okay, so there is another pen name. Pen name is called under which the writer is going to like his or her name to be published. Okay, like Kamla Das no, did not like to publish her poetry or her writing work under the name of Kamla Das. So she has taken a pen name Madhvi Kutti, and she also writes in English as well as in Malayalam. Some of her works in English included the novel Alphabet of Lust that came in 1977, a collection of short stories Padmavati the Harlot and the other stories 1992. In addition to 5 books of poetry, she is a sensitive writer who captures the complex sublimities of human relationship in lyrical idiom. My Mother at 66 is an example. Now sensitive writer is called means the writer, the thing, the writing that can touch your senses, okay, that can erode your senses. And complex subtleties is called, complex is called critical, and subtleties is called very fine delicacy, means the type of feeling but very deep feeling, sensitivity but very deep sensitivity. Okay, if you are having a type of emotions, then very deep emotion, means whatever the type of poem she is going to present, she goes very deep in that format, and that is related to, means these delicacies are basically related to human relationship. Okay, and lyrical idiom means all the poems, all the writing has a rhythm. So the poem we are going to learn, the My Mother at 66, is just an other examples that can touch your senses and create a type of emotions. So before we start the poem, let me give you the summary of the poem so that you can better understand the explanative part of this poem. So this is the poem showing the relationship, the strong bond between mother and daughter. Obviously the daughter is itself Kamla Das, and she is depicting the condition, the love, the sentiment and the emotion she is carrying for her mother. Her mother is going towards the old age, and now Kamla Das is feeling a type of very sympathetic emotional feeling for her mother. She is going back to Cochin. She has come to meet her mother, and after visiting her mother, she is feeling very sad. Why? Because her mother is going towards the old age, and after looking her pale face, it was looking like she is about to die. So Kamla Das is not going to bear this fact that her mother is now old and very weak. So they both are going in a car. So and his mother was taking a nap, doze is called, means a little sleep, and her mouth was open. So she is looking just like a corpse, means just like a dead body, because she was really old, really very weak. Okay, so to just get rid of all these type of negativity, what was coming in the mind of Kamla Das, she just looked out of the window and sees the freshness of the trees that were running out, and the uh, adolescents, boys were there who were playing outside, so energetic children are there. That was very positive view. And after reaching on the airport, he just going towards the aeroplane, and just taking a look back towards her mother, and her mother was standing just with her pale face, not saying anything. But Kamla Das didn't want to make this moment pathetic, a emotional or very sad moment. That was, she was only doing one thing, and that was a smile. Means she just wanted to spread the smile, and in her heart she just want to come back and wanted to see her mother again. So this is the basic plot of this poem. Now we are going on the poem line by line. So before you read, there is some lines. Aging is a natural process. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? Means everybody has to be go towards the old age, but in that age, the expectation of those old people's need to be understood by the other peoples, okay, because they are having less energy, less feeling of, less type of thing that can express, that they cannot express their feeling in a better manner. So it's our duty to understand their feelings, their expectations. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. Now the narrator is going back to Cochin, and the day was last Friday, and she has come to visit her parents. I saw my mother besides me. Now the mother of writer and the writer both were sitting in a car, and narrator was looking at her mother. Doors opened mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she thought away. Now she was looking at her mother, who was taking a nap, who was sleeping at the seat of the car, and her mouth was opened, okay, and her face was looking like ashen. Ashen is called a pale, means without any freshness, like ashes. You have seen the ashes, there is no color, okay, so colorless, pale face her mother was carrying, and she was just looking like a corpse. Corpse is called a dead body. Means her mother's mouth was opened, eyes were closed, the body was just looking very fragile and weak, so she was just give a look of dead body. And she can realize her pain, means the type of pain of old age the people are carrying normal. So the writer can realize her pain, that she thought away and looked, but soon put that thought away. Means she was again and again looking at her mother, and this type of negativity was coming in her mind, that yes, now my mother is going towards the old age. She is now already very old, and she is going to, means it was looking like that she is about to die. So this type of negativity was coming in the mind of a narrator, the writer, and looked out at young trees sprouting, and the merry children spilling out of their homes. Now the narrator was feeling very negative, sitting inside the car looking at her mother again and again. So just to change her mind, just to gain some positivity, she looked out from the window of the car, and there what she saw? She saw the trees sprouting. Now when we move the car ahead, then all the trees, so it looks like that all the trees are running at the back. So sprouting is called running at the back, running in a fast movement, they are running, all the trees were running, and so a type of fresh feeling was coming in the mind of writer. And what else she saw? Merry children. Merry is called happy. So happy children, so many happy children were there, spilling out of their home. Spilling is come. Here the spilling means come out of their homes. Means so many children she can see playing in the field, that all come out from their homes. But after the airport security check is standing a few yards. So now they have reached airport, and all the security checking part has done, and the narrator has taken inside place to the airport, and is standing a few yards. Yards is a unit of the distance, okay. So her mother was standing a little away from her. She just entered the airport after security checking, and her mother was left at some distance away. Few yards away. So her mother was standing few yards away to her. I looked again at her, wan, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. Now again the narrator had a last look on at her mother, because a type of feeling was coming in the narrator's, in the writer's heart, that she is not going to see her mother again. But inside her heart she was just praying, let my mother be okay, be healthy, so that I can come to meet her again and I can see her again. So she was looking at her mother, vain and pale. Her face was looking vain. Vain is called colorless. Okay, the color of the ashes when the burnt, when something is burnt and the ashes is left, and that was a colorless. So just like the ashes, there was no color, no brightness on the face of her mother, and it was looking very pale, very tired as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache. And her mother's face was looking like a winter's moon. Winter's moon means, obviously in the winters you have seen there is a cold environment, all the black clouds, means the sky seems clouds. So moon almost every time just hide behind it the black cloud, so it cannot see show its brightness towards the people. So the same thing writer was saying, that her mother face was looking so tired, no freshness can be seen, it was just looking like a lifeless moon that comes in the winter season. Felt that old familiar ache. Ache is called pain. Okay, so now she was again realizing the same pain she is going through the old age for her mother. My childhood's fear, but all I said was, see you soon, Amma. Now narrator again just going back in her memories of her childhood, when she is having a type of fear, and that fear comes with the energetic movement, energetic speeches, the conversation of her mother. Means sometimes her mother shouted on her, sometimes she conversed with her. So all these memories were recollecting in writer's mind. She was remembering and just feeling a type of sadness, remembering all her childhood past days with her mother. So again she was saying that yes, I do want to see my mother again. And so she never want to make this moment a sad moment. That's why she just gave a smile, and in her heart, by waving her hand, she was saying with her mother, I will come soon, Amma. Okay, means I'm going to meet you very early again. All I did was smile and smile and smile. So to just let all the sadness to go away from that environment, to give a smiling face to her mother, let her also smile. The writer was also making her face smile, and only smiling and only smiling, means she was just doing one thing with her towards her mother, and that was giving her a smile. So it was a very small poem, but very touching poem, very hearted, that can be very much felt between the relationship of mother and daughter, and how they are sharing, and how the feelings come in the writer's mind. Because towards old age you are having so many difficulties, and so many, means your senses like slept. Okay, in the old age you are not in the condition to express your feelings, your senses, whatever emotions you are carrying. So it is very much required that whoever is with you, like your daughter, your son, your family members, whoever is with you, they should be able to understand exactly what she wants. So here there is a untold desire of her mother, means the mother really want to see her daughter again, and this desire is very well understood by the writer, and the writer herself was saying in her heart, and obviously towards her mother, that yes, I will come again, Amma, to see you. And with a smiling face she waves her mother. Now let me take you towards the literary devices present in the poem. Though the poem is a very small poem, okay, without any rhythm and rhyme, it's in a free verse. okay, but still some of the literary devices has been used in this poem. Now what is literary devices? I already discussed this thing, that literary devices is the element of an English literature that makes a prose part and the poetry part of the literature different from each other. As you read Alankar in Hindi, same as the literary devices that gives a poetic feeling towards the to the verse format of the English language. Now first literary device that is present is simile. Now simile is I told you, simile is a literary device that can be recognized through the word like, as and so, L-I-K-E like, S-O so, and A-S-S. If any of these three words, any one word has come in the sentence, in the verse form or in any poetry, then the literary device should be simile. So in this poem, in the sentence where the simile is used is, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Now here you can see the word like, like has come. So literary device will be simile, and that is the line number 6 of the poem. Now another literary device is repetition. Now repetition is very well understood when you are repeating any word, repeating any phrase, or repeating any sentence more than one time in a poetry, then it is repetition is there. Okay, so in the last line of the poem, line number 18, we are having this literary device where all I did was smile and smile and smile. As you can see, the word smile has been used more than one time, so that the repetition will be the literary device in this line. Another important thing about this poem, that it is a very short poem, like one long sentence without a full stop in between and separated by commas. Now if you carefully read the poem, then you can see that starting from the word till the last word of the poem, there is no full stop. That is in the form of a complete long sentences. Only some of the commas can be found in between of the lines and in between of the poems. Now let's discuss some new words out of the poem. Doze, a short sleep. Ashen, very pale like ash. Corpse is called a dead body. Sprinting is called a short fast race. Spilling means to come out in groups. Wan, colorless, and ache is called pain. So with the help of these meaning, you all will be able to explain this little and nice and touching poem by Kamla Das in your own words. So that's it for today. We'll meet again.